Hello everyone, welcome back to our CSAT series. I was not doing well last week and I was admitted to BHU. That's why I was not able to upload the videos and record. Now I'm well and I'm back in business. So this week I will try to upload video on day-to-day basis. Well, let's start. First of all, if you are worried about your CSAT preparation, then you are at the right place. You can also ask your doubts and discuss questions. For that, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description box. Today we are going to discuss time, speed and distance. First of all, there are some units and we are doing the conversion here. Basically, suppose it's written 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, 1 hour equal to 60 minutes and 60 minutes means 1 hour. Similarly, if it is given, let me use the way that means, yes. So 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So when it is given in hour and you have to convert it in minute, then you have to multiply with 60. What about the opposite? I mean, if it is given 1 minute and you need to find out the hours, then you have to divide it by 60. Okay. Similarly, 1 minute equal to 60 seconds and 1 hour equal to 3600 seconds. So let's see if we are going to use this in any question or not. Okay. First of all, just remember when the speed is given in kilometer per hour, but you have to find it in meter per second, then multiply 5 by 18 to it. Okay. Similarly, if it is given in meter per second, then multiply 18 by 5. This is the basic rule. And you have to multiply this 18 by 5 to convert it into kilometer per hour. Now let's try some problems. First question is, this is very basic. A car travels 20 kilometer in 25 minutes. Find speed in meter per second. The question is about meter per second and what is given, car travels 20 kilometer. So distance is in kilometer but time is 25 minutes. So first of all, convert the time into second. So and kilometer we have to convert into meter because the question is asking to convert it into meter per second and find the speed. To convert it, distance is given in 20 kilometers. So simply multiply by 1000. So it will give you meter. Time taken is 25 minutes. So multiply by 60 and it will give you second. Okay. So distance is 20. So it will 20 into 1000 will give you meter. Similarly, time taken is 25. So I have multiplied 25 into 60. Okay. Now the formula for speed is distance traveled by time taken. Distance traveled is 20 kilometer into 1000. That will give you 20,000 meter. And time taken is 25 minutes. So 25 minutes into 60. So speed equal to distance traveled by time taken. And that will give you 13.33 meter per second. So this is the answer. Now suppose in the question the distance given is constant. Okay. In that condition, time is inversely proportional to the speed. Let's understand this with one example. There is a question. A person travels from a place to another at 30 km per hour and returns at 120 km per hour. So suppose he is going from A to B, okay, at 30 km per hour. Then he is returning from B to A at 120 km per hour. Means the distance traveled is same or common. And what is the statement? When distance is constant for two journeys, then time is inversely proportional to the speed. If the total time taken is 5 hours, then find the distance. What is given? That distance is constant. Therefore, the time will be inversely proportional to the speed. Right? Now, what is speed? Speed is 120 km per hour for return and 30 km per hour for going to the place. Now, the ratio will be 120 by 30. That is 4:1. It means that the time is in the ratio of 1:4, right? Because time is inversely proportional to speed. So if the ratio of speed is 4:1, the time ratio will be 1:4 and distance will be 1 into 120 or 4 into 30, that is 120 km per hour. Okay, because distance is speed into time taken. Speed is either 120 km or 30 km. So to curve, if it is running by 30 km per hour, then time is 4. So we will multiply 30 into 4. That will give you 120 km per hour. Similarly, if we take speed as 120, in that condition our time is 1 hour. So 120 into 1 will give you 120 km per hour. Sorry, the question is about the distance, so the unit will be 120 kilometer, not hour. Traveling at 3/4 of the original speed, a train is 10 minutes late. Find the usual time taken by the train to complete the journey. Nothing is given. The only thing is given is that when it is traveling 3/4 of the original speed, it is 10 minutes late. Now let's assume that the initial speed is s. Then later will be 3/4 of s, which means 3/4 s. Similarly, suppose initially the time taken is t. Then later the time will be, it's 10 minutes late. So t plus 10 minutes. What is given? Since train is going from A to B, means distance is constant. So we can say d1 equal to d2. d1 is the distance traveled initially and d2 is the distance traveled when it is going at 3/4 of the original speed. So d1 is speed into time. What is initial speed? S. And what is initial time taken? T. So d1 equal to s into t. d2 is when the speed is 3/4 of s. So 3/4s or 3s/4 into time taken. What is time taken? 10 minutes late, means 10 t plus 10. So t plus 10. Now solve it. d1 equal to d2 means s into t equal to 3s/4 into t plus 4. So that's what I have done here. S into t equal to 3s/4 t plus t. T plus 10. S will cancel the s. We are left with t equal to 3/4 t plus 1 t plus 10. That will give you 4t equal to 3t plus 30. Solve it and you will get this equation. 4t equal to 3t plus 30. Now we will take this 3t to the left hand side. So it will give you 4t minus 3t equal to t here. And that is equal to 30 minutes. So t equal to 30 minutes. So this is what the question is asking. Time taken to complete the journey. So t equal to 30 minutes. Next question is, A and B have to travel from Delhi to Jaipur in their respective cars. B is driving at 60 km per hour while A is driving at 90 km per hour. Find the time taken by A to reach Jaipur if B takes 9 hours. Speed of B is given 60 km per hour and time is given as 9 hours. So what is the total distance? Time taken by B into speed of B, 60. So 60 into 9 equal to 540 km. Right? Now what it is asking? Time taken by A. We know the distance is 540 km and speed is 90 km per hour for A. So time taken by A is 540 by 90 equal to 6 hours. This one is very easy question. I should have given this as a task, but it's okay. Next question is, Risuk travels from his home to office at 4 km per hour and reaches his office 20 minutes late. If the speed had been 6 km per hour, he would have reached 10 minutes early. Find the distance from his home to office. Again here distance is same. Okay. Now let us assume that the actual time is t and distance is capital X. Since the distance is common, therefore at 4 km per hour, distance will be x by 4 equal to t plus 20 by 60. Okay. Where 60, I am dividing this 60 to convert the time into hours. Okay. Are you getting? X by 4 is what? X is what? Distance, and 4 is what? Speed. So distance by speed is time. Okay. And we have assumed x as the distance, 4 km per hour is the speed. So distance by speed equal to time. And what is time when the speed is 4 km per hour? It's 20 minutes late, means t plus 20, and we have divided this by 60. Okay. So if we solve it, we get 60x equal to 4t plus 80. See here. Okay. If we solve this, so 60 is in division, so it will go to here. Okay. This 60 is divided to the whole t plus 20. It's not just 20 by 60. It's entire t plus 20. That's why 60 will go to right side and it will multiply with x and it will become 60x and this 4 will come to right hand side and it will make 4t plus 8t. Similarly, at 6 km per hour, x by 6 equal to t minus 10 by 60, because here it's arriving 10 minutes early, means 10t minus 10, and we have divided 60 to make it into hours, and this will give you 60x equal to 60 minus 60. Now simply you can subtract equation 1 and 2. In that condition, you will get 0 equal to 4t minus 60 equal to minus 2t, and 80 minus minus plus 60. 80 plus 60 equal to 140. So minus 2t plus 140 equal to 0, means t equal to 70. Now we know that t equal to 70, so put this value into equation 1. Okay, so x equal to 360 by 60 equal to 6 km. So this is the distance from his home to office. Are you getting this one? If you are not understanding, let me know in the Telegram or in the comment section. Now we are going to cover some portion of stream. Okay, this b is the speed of boat or person or swimmer. Okay, and w is the speed of the water stream. Now when both are in the same direction, okay, then the speed is b plus w, and we call it downstream. Similarly, when the person or the boat or the swimmer is moving in one direction while the speed is in the opposite direction, we call it upstream, and the effective speed is b minus w. So when we are on downstream, the speed is calculated as b plus w. When we are on the upstream, the speed is calculated as b minus w. Now if you understand this, you can solve the problems very easily. Let's see one. Sonia can swim downstream at 14 km per hour and upstream at 6 km per hour. Okay, what I told you, downstream formula is b plus w, upstream formula is b minus w. What is given here? Downstream at 14 minus means b plus w equal to 14 km per hour. Upstream is 6 km per hour, means b minus w equal to 6 km per hour. Simply you add these two. So 2b equal to 20 km per hour. Now what is this 2b? This 2b is your relative velocity. If we are taking two different points, suppose this is one point, okay, here this red dot, and suppose that girl is the second point, okay. Now a person moves from here to this way, and this girl moves from here to this way, okay, and this one is in downstream while the girl is in upstream. So their speed will be b plus w and the girl will be b minus w. If we add both of them, we will get the relative velocity, that is 2b. Okay, so 2b equal to 20 km per hour. I just explained this because we are going to use it in next question maybe. So then b equal to 20 by 10, that is equal to 10 km per hour. Next, Utkarsh swims 36 km downstream. Downstream means b plus w in 6 hours and 40 km upstream in 8 hours. So distance is given and time is given. So speed will be 36 by 6 equal to 6 km per hour, and this is downstream means b plus w. Similarly 48 hours. So 40 km 8 hours means 40 by 8 equal to 5 km per hour. Sorry, this is error. This is 5 km per hour. So if we solve it, we will find out 2b equal to 11 km per hour and your speed will be 5.5 km per hour. Okay, leave this question. I have made some factual error here. I will discuss this on the Telegram. Next is, or if you can solve this question, because I have already explained the concept, so solve it and just write down the answer in the comment section. Next is, A and B are 108 km away from each other. Remember the concept I told you, the relative velocity concept. A is here and B, this girl is B. They are moving in the same opposite direction. They are coming to each other. So we have to find out the relative velocity. Okay. And when we get the relative speed, simply divide it distance with relative speed and you will get the time of the meeting. Okay. Now first read the question so that you can understand. A and B are 108 km away from each other. If A starts downstream and B starts upstream and move towards each other, how long will it take to meet? If A is at 15 km per hour down and B is at 12 km up, simply you have to find out the relative velocity. So what is relative velocity? 15 plus 12 equal to 27 km. Okay, because this one is for each hour. Suppose this is A. Suppose this is A and that girl is B. So A is moving at 15 km per hour. So in 1 hour it will move 15 km, suppose here. Similarly, this girl will move 12 km this way. So total movement is this 15 and this 12, 27 km. So in 1 hour they will come 27 km closer to each other. Okay. So time to meet will be total distance divided by relative speed. Relative speed is 27 km per hour. So total distance is 108 km and we divide it by the relative speed, that is 27. We will find out 4 hours as the answer. So this is all for today. This video will continue and we will discuss more questions and concepts on time, speed and distance tomorrow. Thanks for joining, guys. All the best.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Civils Daily.